these cool microphones for £2 a piece. It has a push to, well, whatever you want basically. It was a microphone from a police car in the 70s, I guess, or the 80s in Holland. It's a Dutch one. It's made by Bosch, so that's what they look like. But yeah, open this one up, they're really easy to reverse engineer. You got that, it's holding that little board in, and then there's a little cable strain relief at the end, and then that's the cap that goes on it. So yeah, the push not disconnecting anything, it's just for the radio. See the Bosch branding there. It's just for like the radio function at the other end. So you've got basically, yeah, you've got the white is the signal, the brown, and this one in the tube are grounds, like connect together as ground, because it's not, I'm not using it balanced. If it was, you'd have like a hot and a cold, and then the what in the tube will be a ground, but it doesn't need to be. It's just a dynamic mic. So then you got the yellow and green of the switch. So I just tested it out as a little mixer test, and that's true. So now I'm going to hook up just a standard audio cable from it, but also another small lead with just, you know, like the smaller version of that on, and then you can switch something in and out as well from the mic, you know, like an effect basically, or whatever you want. And you can even put it to an inverter, so it's inverted, so it's on and then off, you know. So yeah, it's good to put that in there. Normally this would go to a radio, you know, and it would be like push to talk, it would send it, and then you let go, and then it would put it into reception mode, and then you get it. But it really, rejection tends to, see if that's totally the wrong phrase, it only does it when it's right in front of you. It rejects anything that comes out around it, which is really good. But that's exactly what you want for, you know, you're freaking herring down the road chasing after the criminals, shouting into this thing, there's all kinds of noise going on. So it rejects anything outside of that. So yeah, they're pretty cool. They were, as I said, €2 each. So I bought the first one and I was like, can you do something with it? I didn't want to just get them just on spec, you know. Then I figured out it was pretty easy. Didn't know what I was going to find in there. So yeah, I went and got the other one. So €4. So I'm going to use some cables I already have, but I want to get like a really long one for the switch. So we get that one separate. So maybe just get like a 3-meter one and cut it in half. Solder them both up, and then solder them both up with the audio cable, and then you can, yeah, I want to make a vocoder in the end for the Baylor platform. Seems like the easiest way to get one, and then you could use it to switch other effects in and out, you know, with the button. So yeah, it's cool to have. You may as well break it out. So yeah, that's the latest little reverse engineering / audio project. So yeah, that would be nice. That an absolute bargain at that price. You can use them to mic up instruments, whatever. So it's, you don't need to hold that in order for the mic to be connected. It's totally separate from the microphone. Microphone's always on. It's the radio send and receive that is that switch would have been controlling, but then you can use the switch for whatever you want. So you could just leave it unconnected, but I'd rather have it connected and never use it than not connected and then always want to use it. I finished wiring up the Bosch mics. They worked out great, yeah. I just ran 2 cables. One, I had these already, just bought some cables for the switch. These ones, I've put a cable tie on there for now just to try to keep it under control, you know. So yeah, you can run that and switch something in and out from the switch on the body, which is microphonic, but as in when you press that, the mic will pick it up, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's like it's separate from the chassis, but it's just a little clicking noise inside. It just picks it up. Why wouldn't it? It's very direction sensitive. So what a funny thing is about when you turn them on, or when you plug it in, like just the audio side, it's got nothing to do with the switch. When you plug this in, it won't be on. But then when you start talking, or if you tap the capsule, it'll start amplifying. It's dead weird. I don't know how that can be a design, but that's what it does. And the other one does it too. And what's even more interesting is, when they're both plugged into the mixer together, if you plug one of them in, it'll knock the other one out. Not that I'm really going to have two of them, and unplugging them and plugging them, but it was like, what's going on here? I thought it was a loose connection, but it's something that they both share, and I can't figure it out, because I managed to get the switch out on one of them. You pop that cap off, and there's a complicated little leaf spring arrangement, quite big, and screws into there, and it's sort of grounding out the push to torque signal. So then there will have been some different connector going onto there, so then it's only going to amplify when it's push to torque. And you'd think, oh, isn't that then related to the thing in the capsule? No, because they're totally separate systems with just two wires coming down from that. And there's a ground, and then it is odd though. It might have something to do with it, but I can't find any connections that have anything to do with it. So yeah, and sometimes when you plug it in, it doesn't turn it off, and sometimes it do. So maybe it's like an impedance thing with the mixer that I'm using it with. I really don't know. I've never come across that before though. But yeah, it's just a little dynamic mic, but for $2 a piece, I thought I'll get those. I think it's like mid-80s. I think I saw something that says 202, 85, so maybe February 85. I'm reading it off the little collar thing on the back. Maybe February 85. It looks about mid-80s, early 80s thing. It looks a little bit like those ones that the crooners had, but it's shorter, isn't it? So yeah, it does sound like, yeah, that makes it sound great on drums or on instruments or something like that, you know. It's just what do they call it? I can't forget the name. Dynamic. There we go. It's just a dynamic mic. But these are always good to have. They don't always have a different sound quality to you know, whatever else is on the market today. And as I said, €2 each. Can't go wrong.